Hello. This time we're going to make some samples. We're going to make some felt samples. So what I use are these little felt circles that I get off Amazon. You can buy felt samples in the consultant store. These work just as well. They're less expensive, okay? And they don't use as much wax per sample. The trick is with a sample, you want to give them just a taste so that they want to buy. Okay, if you give them a big old cube of something, they're going to warm that, they're going to enjoy it, but they may not make a purchase. Okay, and truthfully, that is where we, what our goal is to get our customers to make purchases with us. Okay, now to say that, I have like my club subscribers, I will send them a full cube as a perk in their Happy Mail. Okay, but that's something we can talk about another time. So what I use today, I'm going to make samples. This is Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This is the November 2022 scent of the month. It is still October, but I subscribe to scent of the month, so I get these earlier. Okay, so I have samples ready to go out the first of the month, ready to get my customers, okay, hooked. All right, so I've used 1 cube, okay, and it's going to make at least 60 of these. It should, okay. What I use, you can use your warmer. That's what's going to be recommended. What I'm using is I have this fondue pot, okay. It warms very low because that's the trick. You don't want to burn your wax and burn your oils, okay. So I'm going to use that. And it's a dark wax. You're not going to be able to see it if I tilt it down. Do not melt your wax in a microwave, okay? It'll ruin your wax. Okay, so I'm going to drop these into my fondue pot with my wax, okay? And if I can pull it over here closer. And adjust. And I have some tweezers. I'm just going to use some tweezers. Pull it out, and I'm dropping it onto parchment paper. Okay, and I will post pictures. Okay, as well. Okay, so I am just going to make these little felt samples. Just drop them in there. Let them absorb the wax. Okay, because again, we just want to taste. Okay. I sell scent of the month every month by doing this. When I don't do samples, usually that scent sits on my shelf, okay? All right. Now what I'm going to do is these are going to sit. I have a couple sitting here that I did, so they have cooled. So this is what they look like once they've cooled, okay? Most of my customers think this is just a solid piece of wax. It's not. They just warm this. They can smell it like it is. They can put it in a warmer, felt and all, okay? It'll warm the wax, and then when it cools, the felt will reabsorb the wax, which makes this the best way, especially during the hot summer, to send samples, because if it melts, the wax melts, the felt's going to reabsorb. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this in this little bag. I think these are 2 by 1.5 or so. Jewelry bags. You can get these at a hobby store, or I get mine on Amazon. Okay, so, and I have printed my label. Okay, you want to make sure you tell your customers what scent's in it, and I have my website and phone number right here. Okay, so I just open up my little bag, drop this in there. Okay, and it's good to go. And I can staple this to a newsletter. I can staple this to a product list, put it in an envelope, a number 10 envelope with 1 stamp, and it's gone. Okay, to get this out. You can also, if you have business cards, staple it to your business card so everybody you hand a business card to is getting a taste. Okay, and pass them out. Don't make them and leave them sitting on your desk or in your office. Pass them out. If you have a full-time job, take them and throw them in the break room. Okay? Pass them out. People will smell it. I have customers who love their sample of the month every month, and they just leave it in their car. Okay? That's their choice. I wish they'd buy a card bar from me, but whatever my customer wants, I'm happy to provide for them. Okay? So that's how you make felt samples. Now, I printed my labels on Avery.com. Okay? Super easy, and it's saved. One other thing, I wanted to show you one other way you can make samples if you don't have a way to melt it, even if you're in a hurry. Not that these take very long. Is you can just slivers, okay? You just cut your wax, either with a plastic knife will cut it, okay? Some sort of knife. You can use a pastry cutter so you get these crinkly looking pieces, okay? But just a little piece like this with a label in a bag, again, will go into an envelope with one stamp, and boom, it's in the mail, and your customers have a taste. Okay? All right. So that's making wax samples. Okay, that's making wax samples. Let me know if you have any questions, of course. And you guys enjoy. Have a good night.